Ever wondered where women significantly outnumber men? Today, we're taking a fascinating journey through 10 countries where women need men the most. In these unique corners of the world, the gender ratio is so skewed, it's led to a shortage of men. As a consequence, many women find themselves in the challenging position of struggling to find life partners, or, in some cases, even forced to share a husband. Intriguing, isn't it? So buckle up. Let's explore these countries and their stories. Let's dive into our first country, Belarus. Belarus, a country known for its beautiful women and a significant gender gap. Welcome to Belarus, where the birth ratio is somewhat tipped, with around 87 men to every 100 women. This Eastern European country is not just famous for its picturesque landscapes, but also for its beautiful, intelligent women who are deeply rooted in their cultural heritage. The gender disparity in Belarus is a pressing issue. The shortage of men has led many Belarusian women to face the struggle of finding a life partner. In some cases, this has even resulted in women having to share a husband, an unusual predicament that is challenging the social fabric of Belarus. Belarusian women are not just about beauty. They are intelligent, well-educated, and hold their cultural heritage close to their hearts. They are the pride of Belarus, contributing significantly to the country's societal and economic progress. In a bid to preserve the population and cultural heritage, the Belarusian government has issued a ban on Belarusian women marrying foreigners. This move, while controversial, reflects the government's commitment to addressing the gender imbalance and preserving the Belarusian culture. So, if you ever find yourself in Belarus, remember, you are in a country that values its women and is striving to preserve its cultural heritage amidst a significant gender gap. Next stop, a unique community in Kenya, Umoja. Welcome to Umoja, a community where men are non-existent. This isn't a plot for a dystopian novel, but the reality of a unique village in Kenya. Umoja, which translates to unity in Swahili, was born out of necessity in the year 1990. The founders were a group of courageous women who had survived unspeakable atrocities and sought refuge from child marriage and domestic violence. They created Umoja as a safe haven and a symbol of female empowerment, where women could live autonomously, free from patriarchal oppression. In Umoja, women are the breadwinners, decision-makers, and peacekeepers. They engage in beadwork, run a cultural center, and manage a campsite for tourists, ensuring the village's economic sustainability. They also provide education to their children, nurturing the next generation to build a future that respects women's rights and autonomy. But Umoja is more than just a women-only community. It's a beacon of hope for countless women across Kenya and the world. It's a testament to the resilience and strength of women who have faced adversity and emerged victorious. It's a reminder that women can thrive even in the most challenging circumstances when they unite and stand up for their rights. So, while Umoja might lack men, it's abundant in courage, determination, and the unyielding spirit of womanhood. It's a place where women don't just survive, they thrive. Moving on, we head to Hungary. In Hungary, family growth is a national priority. Now, this is not just a slogan, but a response to a pressing issue. Hungary is grappling with a gender imbalance, boasting approximately 911 men for every 1,000 women. This leaves a significant number of women pondering over the question, where have all the good men gone? But the Hungarian government doesn't shy away from this challenge. Instead, they're leaning into it, pushing for family growth with some remarkable incentives. Imagine this: women with 4 or more children are exempted from paying income tax for life. Yes, you heard it right, for life. And that's not all. Families can also look forward to substantial subsidies, easing the financial burden of raising children. These initiatives are not just about numbers. They're about people, about Hungarian women who dream of a family, about children who will shape the country's future. They're about fostering a society where everyone has a place, where every woman can find a partner, and every child can grow up in a nurturing environment. However, these measures aren't just about addressing the gender imbalance. They're about preserving the Hungarian culture, about ensuring that the Magyar language, the thermal baths, the love of paprika, and the tradition of folk dance pass on to the next generation. From Hungary, we now head to Latvia. Latvia, a country where women significantly outnumber men. Let's take a closer look. Latvia, a jewel in the crown of the Baltic states, is experiencing a significant gender imbalance, with only 85 men for every 100 women. This disparity is largely due to historical events, with World War II leaving a lasting impact. The war claimed many lives, particularly those of men, creating a gap that persists even today. This imbalance has led to a unique situation where Latvian women often struggle to find suitable life partners. It's not a matter of choice, but rather a demographic reality that has shaped the social fabric of this nation. The Latvian government, in an attempt to address this issue, has enacted a law that may sound peculiar to outsiders, but is a practical approach considering the circumstances. The law allows a man to marry up to 10 women. Yes, you heard that right. 10 women. This solution, while unconventional, is seen as a necessary measure to address the gender gap and ensure the continuation of Latvian lineage and culture. The women of Latvia, known for their resilience and strength, continue to navigate this unique social landscape with grace and fortitude. Next on our list, we move to Russia. In Russia, the gender imbalance worsens with age. A land famous for its rich history, ballet, and vodka, Russia also has a noteworthy gender imbalance. This imbalance is primarily due to high male mortality rates, especially those linked to alcohol-related causes. Now let's delve a little deeper. Russian men, unfortunately, are known for their high consumption of alcohol, which often leads to health issues and untimely deaths. This has resulted in an imbalance where women outnumber men significantly by the time the population reaches 60 years of age. This has left many Russian women in a predicament. Known for their beauty, intelligence, and resilience, these women now face the challenge of finding a life partner. The shortage of men has led to a societal shift, with many women choosing to focus on their careers and personal growth instead of traditional family roles. Despite these challenges, Russian women continue to thrive. Their resilience is a testament to their strength and adaptability. They are not merely surviving, they are thriving in a society that is constantly evolving and changing. So, as we leave the land of the Matryoshka dolls and the Trans-Siberian Railway, we see a picture of resilience and adaptation. A society where women are redefining their roles and making their mark, undeterred by the challenges they face. Leaving Russia behind, we now move to Nepal. In Nepal, men's migration for work has led to a significant gender imbalance. The Himalayan nation, known for its mighty mountains and rich cultural heritage, is grappling with a social issue that has left many women without partners. The country's gender ratio stands at 878 men for every 1,000 women. But why is this the case? Well, in a bid to secure better livelihoods, a substantial number of Nepalese men venture abroad for work. This phenomenon is particularly prevalent among men in rural areas, where job opportunities are scarce. They often leave behind their wives, mothers, and daughters, who are left to manage households and children alone. This situation is not without its challenges. Women have to shoulder the dual burden of maintaining their homes and working in the fields. The lack of male companionship also leads to a high number of unmarried women, contributing to a further widening of the gender gap. A darker consequence of this gender imbalance is the surge in human trafficking. Women, particularly from disadvantaged backgrounds, are often lured with promises of employment or marriage, only to find themselves trafficked and exploited. The Nepalese government and various NGOs are working tirelessly to address this issue. They're focusing on creating more job opportunities within the country and raising awareness about the risks of human trafficking. From the peaks of Nepal, we now head to Kazakhstan. In Kazakhstan, traditional and modern influences shape the gender imbalance. This Central Asian country, rich in history and culture, has a male-to-female ratio of 944 men for every 1,000 women. This imbalance contributes to a unique social dynamic that affects many aspects of life, including marriage practices. Kazakh culture is steeped in tradition, some of which directly influence marriage practices. One such tradition restricts marriage between people of the same surname for 7 generations. This practice, while preserving lineage and ancestry, can limit the pool of eligible partners, further exacerbating the gender imbalance. But it's not just tradition that shapes the gender dynamics in Kazakhstan. Modern legal standards also play a role. The government has implemented several measures to address the imbalance, promoting gender equality and discouraging domestic violence. These measures, while necessary and commendable, are yet to bridge the gap completely. The gender imbalance in Kazakhstan is more than a statistic. It's a social issue that affects everyday life. From who one can marry to how families are structured, these dynamics shape the very fabric of Kazakh society. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. The gender imbalance in Kazakhstan, like in many other parts of the world, is influenced by a complex interplay of tradition, modern law, and social norms. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the Kazakh people as they navigate these challenges. What a journey it's been, exploring countries where women need men the most. We've ventured into the heart of Belarus, where cultural preservation and a skewed birth ratio have led to unique marriage restrictions. We've admired the resilience of the women of Umoja, Kenya, who've created a haven of female empowerment in the absence of men. We've wandered through the streets of Hungary, witnessing a country striving to balance a gender imbalance through family growth incentives. We've touched upon the historical scars of Latvia, where a shortage of men has prompted unconventional solutions. We've delved into the complexities of Russia, where high male mortality rates have resulted in significant gender imbalance, especially in the older generations. We've climbed the mountains of Nepal, where migration has left many women managing households on their own, leading to a rise in human trafficking. And finally, we've journeyed to Kazakhstan, where cultural traditions and modern legal standards have shaped unique marriage practices amidst a gender imbalance. Each of these countries has shown us a unique aspect of a global issue, offering a glimpse into the struggles and triumphs of women in their quest to find partners. The solutions to these gender imbalances are as varied as the countries themselves, from government incentives and legal restrictions to autonomous female communities. The resilience and adaptability of these women are truly inspiring, proving that even in the face of adversity, humanity finds a way to persevere and adapt. It's important to remember that while we've focused on these 8 countries, gender imbalances exist worldwide, affecting millions of people. Addressing these issues requires continued awareness, conversation, and action at both the local and global level. As we continue to traverse the globe, uncovering fascinating stories and experiences, we hope to shed light on these critical issues, sparking dialogue and inspiring change. What we've explored today is just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless stories left to tell, countless journeys left to embark on. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for more fascinating explorations around the globe.